Hey guys, welcome to our channel. If you're new, we're a family of 4. We love to document our travel experiences and potentially help any other travelers that might be coming to our area in Okinawa, Japan. If you're a subscriber, you guys are awesome. You keep us going and motivated and inspired to keep this channel going. In this video, we're gonna do our house hunting experience.
And if you stick around afterwards, we're going to answer some frequently asked questions from our friends that are moving off base or considering moving off base. So if you want, stick around and listen to those tips and tricks.
Let's do this.
So in the beginning of our house hunting, we were pretty set on having a single family home. And this is one of those. And that's why it was a great option.
Yeah, I was really happy with the layout. I really liked the modern vibe this one had. The one thing that it didn't meet that we were really hoping to have was that ocean view, but it was in an awesome community and definitely a viable option.
And lots of natural light, which was another thing on our list. This is the apartment that changed our minds and convinced us to consider living in an apartment because it was just gorgeous.
I mean, look at that view. We were blown away by this view.
It was the entire 6th floor offered to us, which was the top floor.
Deal breaker for us was we wanted to be able to let our kids go play outside and be able to check on them easily, and it would be kind of hard to do that with the apartment. But if you're worried about sound traveling through the walls, this is very different than any other apartment we've lived in before. They were extremely sturdy and we didn't have to worry about hearing anything. It was pretty solid, didn't hear anything during the tour from neighbors.
Another apartment after we gave the go-ahead that we would look at more apartments, and they all had these beautiful balconies, and as you can see, the ocean's right there.
Yeah, the biggest thing for this one was coming from that previous one we were at. It was not on the top floor. It was just not as much of a contender, but it was a nice apartment, and it kind of gave us an idea of what most of the apartments out here would look like. So that was 3 of the homes that we looked at, and it was actually a lot of fun taking a look at these places. But right now in the video is the time where we're going to kind of give you some tips and pointers on what we experienced while we were out here, and hopefully answer some of your questions that you have if you are on your way to Okinawa.
So we want to preface this by stating that we PCS'd here in January, which is not your typical PCS season, and you can actually watch that here or here. We'll link the video somewhere.
We'll put a link on the top, and we'll also link it in the description as well.
So you can go either way. Our #1 most frequently asked question by so many people, and it was honestly one of my fears moving over here, I guess you could say, was the amenities bill. So we usually keep our ACs running at probably like 25, 26 during the day when we are in that room. And if we are out of that room, we still keep them on right now, just because we didn't initially, and we woke up to our couch being very damp, and we said, that's not cool.
Yeah, you want to stay on top of the humidity out here.
Really.
Every month we've pocketed the extra that we've been given for the amenities. So, and we leave our ACs running. It's the middle of summer right now. We leave them running all the time. We've never gone over our bill.
Yeah. So another tip is if you are still worried about amenities cost, it doesn't hurt to ask to see the recent tenants' history of amenities. Come on, kitty. Come on. Say hello. You're big belly. So another question that we get asked a lot is what internet service we use, which Adam did, so
yeah.
Take it away.
So yeah, I kind of took the reins on the internet, and once we were locked in our contracting process with the leasing agency, we knew the house that we got, and I had an address, I jumped on getting the internet set up, and I'm happy that I did that. I recommend you do the same because it takes like a week and a half for them to schedule that appointment to turn on the internet at your house. It's a little bit of a process. So as soon as you get your address, get that internet set up. The internet company that we went with is called GLBB. So on the subject of amenities and internet and all that stuff, you got to pay for that. And what we did was a company called GI Bill Pay, and pretty much you go over there, you link it to your bank account, and it's like a one-stop shop for paying your bills or any bills you would have for Japan. They do take a little percentage from like just a service fee to do that. I thought it was worth it just to one-stop pay for everything. So with GI Bill Pay and everything, once you got that all set up, even before you come out here, just be prepared to pay a lot up front before your travel claim. Especially if you're living off base, you have to pay security deposit, you have to pay the leasing agency fee, you have to buy a vehicle, you have to pay road tax. There's just a lot more up front than we would pay or we have paid in the States. So just make sure you have like a decent amount of savings to front that. You will get a lot of that back with your travel claim. Now, with the travel claim, it is very important to know that while you're house hunting, you have to document what locations you see and make sure that you keep a full schedule. If you don't have listings available that you have looked at with justifiable reasons, and justifiable reasons are not, it's too small. There's certain terminology that you have to use to deny a home. So just keep track of that, because if you don't keep track of that and you don't fill out your travel claim properly, you won't get paid the per diem and everything that you're supposed to be paid back while you're staying at the hotel. One very important thing with your travel claim is your per diem that you're being paid while you're staying at the hotel. It's technically stops as soon as you get your temp loan furniture delivered to your home that you decided to live in. So just know that that's the date they go off of. With OHA, the Overseas Housing Allowance, it's not like it is in the States where you pocket the extra if you find like a good deal for an apartment. It's kind of, if you don't use it, you lose it. So don't think that if you're like, oh great, we found an awesome deal on this home, we're gonna pocket the extra. You do not with OHA. You lose that. So also on that note, when considering your rental price and your OHA and all that good stuff, know that the prices for rent on the websites are generally negotiable. I mean, they will say if it's not negotiable. Like all negotiable pretty much, and they're upfront. If you say, hey, this is what I'm looking for in price range, they will let you know if the landlord is willing to come down and meet you there. I say that only because we got discouraged initially because on our non-negotiable list of what we needed was a 3-bedroom, and those were a little bit trickier to find than the 2 bedrooms, and especially within our price range. But if we started looking just a little bit higher than our price range, and we were able to negotiate down and it wasn't just one place, it was multiple places. They just kind of list them higher.
Which brings us into our next major tip, which is be aggressive. While we were in ROM and waiting to secure a car.
ROM is restriction of movement, for those of you that don't know that acronym, or quarantine, which we will put a link up here top and in the description because we made a video about that.
But while we were in ROM, this is what I mean by being aggressive, we were sending messages and emails and even text messages through the Facebook page and also through Buku, which is, well, right here, Buku, which is another major Okinawa page for selling and all that good stuff and renting. And I would talk to people directly through there. I was also making phone calls. And if we still couldn't get in contact with people that we want to see their units, once we were out of ROM and free, we just went there physically. And we went to the office and secured that.
You don't have to stay with one specific leasing agency. We booked with several realtors. We ended up going, if anyone's curious, we ended up going with Sky Housing. We've been very pleased with them. Shout out to Asami. She was an awesome realtor and really helped us out. So yeah, we've been happy with them. They've been great with maintenance.
And also by aggressive, I mean that there are units that aren't technically available yet because they're being cleaned or maintenanced for the next tenants to come in. But if you're in communication with these agents, they will show you those units majority of the time. Another example of us being very aggressive and maybe slightly borderline creepy, we'll let you decide. There was a house that we were very taken with, but we were waitlisted for, and we were trying to persuade the agent to let us look at it sooner than our designated number. So we sent them this picture, which maybe Adam can magic into this frame.
Yeah, we were fired up about this house, and we didn't get to look at it.
It was vacant.
So,
it was vacant. We did not go in there taking pictures of that house with people living there. Another major question and concern I get from a lot of people is if we're sacrificing the accessibility and community of living on base when we chose to live off base. And that was honestly a big concern for me too, because we liked that ease of just being able to send kids out and go to the playground and a bunch of other kids in the neighborhood. But we have not seen that as a sacrifice up here. Our neighborhood and our street specifically is very much a mix of foreigners and locals. So, and there are plenty of children. Our kids have a little, street gang, a sweet street gang.
Yeah.
And respectable. But, and there are parks everywhere, and we're very close to Camp Courtney, so we're able to walk on base.
Parks are legit here.
And the parks off base are definitely better than the parks on base. So
yeah, they're so awesome. On the subject of community, there's plenty of content out there. There's plenty of other video creators out there. My Life in Okinawa is one of them. He does tons of housing videos and restaurant reviews. Eco-friendly flight attendant, that's another one. And there's so many more out there. So reach out to other video creators on YouTube, and there's tons of information out there that you can check out.
Okay, and my last tip, which was told to me prior to moving out here, is to not settle. Because between COVID and typhoons, you will be spending a lot of time inside your house. And it's just disappointing, but whatever, it's what it is. And so you wanna like where you're living. Of course, there are compromises you have to make, but if you have a set of non-negotiables, like I had said previously, we just need a 3-bedroom for our family, and also because we expect a lot of visitors to come out, if they're ever allowed to.
Whenever that happens.
But yes, if you are determined to get an ocean view, you live on an island, so you're most likely gonna be able to find one.
You will find your perfect home, trust us.
Yeah.
All right, if you're still with us, we're done with all the boring talk. And the bonus is you get to see a little tour of our home that we found. So let's give you a tour of our house.
Sugar and gold. Once I got a piece of this ecstasy and heavenly bliss.
We did it, guys!
We did it!
Our house! Our own house! You gonna give Daddy the tour?
Here is the closet. Yeah.
Okay.
Followed by another closet.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is for my
Let
storage.
me get it. Let me get it. Gotta slow down. Another closet right there. What's behind you?
And behind me, you see this is a bathroom.
Ooh, nice.
This is the
Okay, got a
bathroom.
little bathroom in here.
This is the sink.
Little half bathroom. Little sink.
Give me some more of what you got. Give me some more.
The next is the kitchen, where
Okay.
there's a fire extinguisher.
Okay.
Here's our refrigerator where we put our eggs.
This is our oven.
Okay. And do we have a dishwasher or no?
No.
Okay.
That's okay. We're gonna put our drying rack right
And
here.
there are the laundry room, the lights, and then the controls for the air conditioning and all that stuff. And I guess this is too.
Oh, little place for our shoes. You guys want to stack the shoes in there?
Yeah.
Give me some more. Give me some more of what you got. Give me some more of that. La 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 la. Give me some more of that. Yeah 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 yeah. Give me some more. Give me some more of what you got. Give me some more. Give me some more.
Here is another bathroom. Yep. Bigger.
Ooh, bigger one. Okay, that's bathtub.
Big bathtub. Yeah. Not really that big, but it's pretty little, but still cool.
There we go.
And here is the closet and a small room. Here.
Okay, whose room is this?
My room.
That's gonna be your room?
Yep. I chose the room. Ow, that's hot. And yeah. There's
Nice.
more room. She also has more storage.
In here?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, let's go into Mommy and Daddy's room. This is the best room. This is the best part.
Out to the blinds. Here's Mommy and Daddy.
Bathroom.
And here is the bathroom. It is a waterfall shower. Yes.
Yep. That's what I'm talking about.
Here's a ginormous toilet. Yeah, you have a big bathroom now. And also,
Closet space.
we have storage under ours too.
Bam! Ocean view. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Got a nice ocean view right here.
Give me some more of what you got. Give me some more. Give me some more.
What do you guys think of this place?
Right there. No, that's the one that I brought.
What have you, Remy?
What?
What do you think of this place?
Pretty cool.
What do you like better, this
Come
one?
on.
Hey,
Huh?
what do you like better, this one or the other one by the beach?
I like both of them.
You like them equal?
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Okay,
I'm thinking this one. I kind of want to move on it quickly.
Anyways,
This place
I don't want
is
anybody else.
legit.
I found a dried crab. Want to see it?
Yeah.
Cheap and it's huge.
Mommy, you want to see the dried?
Yes, I'll see the drab.